I am competing in one of the toughest Catan leagues ever against 19 other distinguished champions, and of course, I make the biggest mistake of my entire career. Here's what happened. The game started as follows. And in third position, I was able to get high production and quick access to a specialized port. As the game progressed, I was able to plow my way onto the 8-brick 3-for-1 port to limit Brown's monster setup, get a port for my excess sheep, and set up the foundation for my eventual road network. Soon after, I found myself in this position. At this point, I tried trading out some of my sheep, but I didn't have any takers. This means my turn will have to consist of what I already have in my hand. Take a minute here to pause the video and think about what you would have done in this situation. Alright, time's up. Now in order to see what option is best, let's try to look at what Brown's game plan is. Brown is currently at 8 points with longest road. Now in order for Brown to win, they will need to maintain longest road, and then have some combination of a city, a settle, or pull a victory point to get the remaining 2 points he needs. Now there isn't much in our power to stop him from citying or pulling a development card, right? So let's forget about those. Instead, our actions should decrease Brown's ability to either settle or maintain longest road. Because of this, I believe there are 3 options for us here. First option is to plow Brown on the 5 sheep. Another option might be to settle on the 8-4, maybe even build an extra road there. And then lastly, the third option would be to connect our roads. Now let's try to determine which of these 3 options is the best. What's up guys, I just want to jump in here and say that if you are looking to hone your skills at Settlers of Catan, the best way to do that is by playing online through Colonist.io. You can play against others around the world, create games with your friends, or even enter in online leagues, all from your PC or even your mobile device. From the regular base game to Catan expansions or even these crazy maps, Colonist.io is by far the greatest vehicle for enjoying this classic game. Thank you to Colonist for sponsoring this video. The link to their site will be in the description below. So first off with settling on the 5 sheep. We would use a year of plenty for at least 1 wheat and another rare resource, and then build the road settle to plow Brown. Some key takeaways from doing so is that we of course keep Brown from settling here, and based on how many cards he has, this is likely our only shot to do so. Some cons, however, from doing so include us not extending our road network at all, and also leaving our settlement spot on the 8-4 at risk of being plowed by Brown. Brown could possibly double road settle to take this spot away from us, although we are really just 1 road pointing up shy of keeping this from happening. Moving on to our second option of settling on the 8-4. We again would use the Yop for at least 1 wheat, we would build this settle, and then we would even have a spare road in our hand to place down if we so choose. Key takeaways from doing so would include increasing both our wood and brick production to eventually continue building roads, while at the same time possibly extending our road network. Some cons, however, include Brown keeping longest road and being able to still settle on their turn, meaning Brown will get to 9 points on their turn. And so we kind of put ourselves in a position where we just have to hope that they don't get their money rolls to also get to 10 points on that turn. Lastly, we have the option of using our year of plenty for a wood and a brick, which would allow us to connect our roads over the top of the 4 wood hex. Doing so would give us the longest road and limit Brown's longest road potential. However, this move involves us using a year of plenty for non-rare resources, right? A wood and a brick. It also does not increase our production and still allows Brown to settle on his turn. Now, after having more time to think this over, it is my opinion that option number 3 of connecting our roads is the best move I could make here. Now let's see what I actually did in the game. Hopefully that, right?
I made a huge tiny mistake.
So that was hard to watch. Plowing on the 5 sheet was a huge blunder, and the results absolutely showed it. So the reason I think I should have connected my roads here is primarily because of the idea of limiting Brown's longest road. So if we were to trace out Brown's road network, we see that at most, Brown can have 13 continuous roads. And this is because the 2 extra roads on the 5 sheep will not contribute to the continuous road. Now let's take that off the board and trace out our own path. Right now we see our longest road has the potential to get to 15 roads, the maximum. This means we can kind of chill, right, and just make sure that we get to 14 roads before the game ends. In other words, we aren't really in a race to get to 14 roads because Brown is capped at 13. Well, actually, that's not completely true. Our path is in jeopardy and building roads is currently an urgent thing to do. And we can see this because there is a key crossroads point here between the 3 ore and the 4 wood. This is the point where Brown's potential longest road and my potential longest road overlap, and only one person can hold this spot. So let's throw in some hypotheticals to visualize the severity of this situation. If Brown were to connect his roads in this location, my max road length now becomes only 13 roads. So now Brown and I have the same maximum road lengths, and now it is a race to 13 roads. And with Brown having coordinated 6s, they might be the favorite to do so. Now let's flip the table and say that I connect my roads here. Brown's max road length decreases to only 11. In other words, that means if I build just one more road before Brown builds 5, I have secured longest road for the entire game. After this, all I would need to do is focus on getting those last 2 points. And with my ports and my production, I think I am in a stellar position to win this game. At the end of the day, I still had a 25% chance to win this game, but nonetheless, it probably would have been a lot higher had I not made this gigantic blunder. In summary, the big idea to take away from this video into your own games is to identify this key crossroads point and ensure you occupy it if you need longest road to win. Do not make the biggest mistake ever like I did. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see y'all next time.